Welcome to your Follow the Moon forecast with myself, Shannon Hugman. This forecast starts on February 1st when we have what's called the first quarter square. And the first quarter square is when the moon looks half full in the sky. And so this is the end of phase 1 and the beginning of phase 2 of the lunar cycle. So this is phase 2 this week from February 1st all the way until the full moon on February 8th. So what this means is this is a week, phase 2, every phase 2 is when the moon is building to a full moon. So it starts half full at the beginning of the week, and by the end of the week, the moon is going to be big in the sky. And this week I'm not going to show a chart. I'm not going to do that part because I really just want to say for the conceptualize it piece of this, just go out and look at the moon building. So this week, don't worry about charts. Don't think about what signs it's in, but just really go out and notice the moon building because don't underestimate the power in that. So triggers are going to be around, the pot is bubbling, things are coming up, but we can always remember this is about having this conscious connection to the moon or this conscious connection to the energy, not necessarily driving like unconsciously where we're like triggered here, triggered there, all over the place, but instead really honing in and being conscious and aware this week makes a world of difference. So we also have Mercury moving into Pisces. So this is going to be a time for about the next few weeks where our minds are in the clouds. Pisces is about the ethers and the energy and the potential and the dreams and the ideas. And so really it's not a time of brute force focusing. It's actually now this time this week of taking it all with a grain of salt, knowing everything's a paradox. One thing could be right, but it could also be wrong to someone else. And then Venus moves into Aries. And so this is interesting with that combination because Aries is about let's do it. Let's make it happen. So we may feel a little aggressive in our relationships, our relationship to ourselves or others. So this is a week of really don't take things personally. Less is more. Take a step back. And if you can do anything, take that step back and look up and notice that moon building and maybe journal once a day. Maybe just write a couple sentences of how you're feeling because it's all about this week. It's about this conscious connection. So I do have a new podcast episode coming out this week and it's titled Conscious Connection. So that's going to be coming out around this weekend. So if you don't follow What the Heck is Energetic Astrology, I'm on multiple platforms. So you can find us on Apple, Spotify, pretty much anywhere you listen to podcasts. So go subscribe to that and be ready to hear more about conscious connection. And if you want to know more about these phases of the moon and how you can interpret the lunar cycle for yourself, you can check out my online course, Follow the Moon.